This About Me thing in Warframe has been floating around for the last little while, so why not do it myself, and just remember this is all just my opinion. My first frame was of course John Warframe himself, Excalibur, because I really liked the idea of a samurai in space. My first prime was Trinity Prime, who I actually got even before I started Warframe because of the old Twitch Prime system where you could get things for free in-game just by having Amazon Prime. My main isn't a surprise to anybody and is without a doubt Neja, who's certainly been my favorite frame ever since his rework back in I think it was 2018 when his deluxe skin came out, and with Divine Retribution he's only become even more my main frame. But my second main has got to be either Caliban or Raxia, because I'm a sucker for minions in games and both of their kits are just bonkers good times. For best weapon frame, it's gotta be Haro for me. He's amazing for ranged or melee weapon platforming, and is basically unkillable if you're paying attention, and not only does he make you stronger, but also your whole squad, he's truly spectacular. But a close second for me is Jade. The best caster is without a doubt Neja with his Divine Retribution, but a close second is Noko, who's just a silly good time. Now the most underrated frame for me has gotta be Limbo. Yeah, I know, you'll all be hating me for this one, but when you actually understand his power, you'll get what I mean. He's absolutely crazy. It's just a shame that Warframe players don't know how to read, it's his biggest downfall, but that said, they really need to clean up some of the shenanigans with his Cataclysm to make it more squad friendly. Now obviously the most overrated frame is without a doubt Revenant. He's basically one ability and boring as heck for me, which is why he's also the frame I think needs rework the most, but I'd also say that I'd love to see Equinox get some love, so that's my actual answer. I really wish Necros was better because again, I'm a huge fan of minion builds. But don't get me wrong, he's really good, but I think his minions could get a damage boost and maybe auto-teleport to you when they get too far away, but he's also tied with Chroma for this spot, who for a long time was my second or third main frame. Now for best kit, and I'm taking this as best baseline kit without any helmets, is actually really hard for me to decide because all of the newer frames have had outstanding synergistic abilities, so I'm gonna say Dante, but honestly most other frames that's been released since Dante could also take the spot for me. Now for the most fun frame, I gotta give this to Foley. Not only is she incredibly strong, but a hilariously good time as well. For best design, it's gotta be Uriel. From abilities to power fantasy to appearance to his lore, they broke the mold with him, but I'd still like to see his fourth ability charge a bit faster. For best fashion, this is honestly the hardest for me to choose, because there's so many good fashions out there these days. And even though I don't like playing her, it's gotta be Saren. She's got so many beautiful skins and fashion options. And for my favorite proto frame, it's no contest at all. Eleanor, my beloved. I knew she was going to be my favorite proto frame the moment that I found out that she was going to be voiced by the incredibly talented Amelia Tyler. And then I fell even more in love with her as the story of the Hex was expanded in 99 in the Kim system. The writers for her knocked it out of the park, and Amelia just killed it with her performance bringing her to life, not to mention that Nyx is at this time well within my top 5 frames for me. But what about you? I'll leave a link to the website in the description for you all to check out and fill out yourselves, and let me know in the comments. As always, sub for more tips and swing by my stream if you need any help.